Good morning, everybody. Let me know if you can hear me good. Morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you had a good Monday and Tuesday. We had a good pre-market yesterday. Small trading day yesterday, but definitely we had a very good series of trading in small caps the last days, and pretty happy about that. Large caps and futures, I believe everybody is waiting for today. Why today? FOMC at around 2 o'clock. There we go. Morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome, everybody. So 5 minutes to start. Push right now on Meta. Okay, we can start, guys. So I like to start early. Good morning, William, Shane, everybody. So first of all, a few news, and then we're gonna go directly into the lesson today. Remember, we have FOMC 2 p.m. So I know this is what traders have been waiting, like, for the whole week, basically. So Cyber Monday, this is the deal that we have with Bookmap. Okay, it's valid until the end of the year. You have 60% off. You can see over here, Global Plus Monthly Plus Data. You can use my link, so you have a discount. And then also, there's another deal. It's still valid, the Black Friday. We have 50% off Global Plus Quarterly and 50% off data for the 3 months. And again, it's valid until the end of the year. One thing, this I think is very cool. Okay, so I have one of these sweaters. I think they sent me 2 or 3x, 3x.
3x.
I think 3x. Yeah, was pretty good. Getting a little bit jacked lately. Also the buddies over here that today are the Trading Academy with me. So want to look for December only. We have the free blue jacket. Participate, okay, and you can win one of these. The last thing is, good morning, Fur. Good morning, guys. Glad to see you over here. Another thing is, let me bring it up. Very happy actually about this. All right, so here, as promised, okay, we chose 100 traders who can follow our trading system for the whole month. Okay, so you're gonna have like 1 free month. You can see what we're trading, how we select tickers to trade, stocks, futures, options. Same system and also repeatable almost every day. So we have patterns set up that repeat over time, and the system's all back tested. Now we have also the integration of the trading bots, and you can also use this for forex and futures. So we're gonna send out the emails and give you the access to the trading room. All right, so again, glad you have you here. Let's start. So first of all, I want to look at the market, what we have today, the news and everything. So first we have, guys, FOMC, 2 o'clock. Generally, when the market is waiting such a big news, in this case data, it tends to be in a congestion, tends to be like lateral. NQ since yesterday didn't move anything. We had over here basically 67 points of NQ, which is very ridiculous. So we didn't trade NQ. There was over here a morning fake out, but again, my plan is definitely to wait for 2 p.m. And the possible scenario that I'm looking over here would be actually 4. So we can have over here an attempt to break the pre-market low, and then right away a reversal. This is mid reversal play long, or simply wait for a breakdown of the previous day low, a retest and a short play. Okay, so we can see the trend following over here, or follow through. And another scenario is a breakout, pullback, so consolidation around 740, 730, and push to the highs over here. This is all-time highs. Actually, sorry, this is not the all-time high. This is like December highs, 25,860, and then lead to 26,400. Or again, pushing this level over here, waiting that you have a lower high, and then short. Okay, so we have 4 possible plays for what concerns over here. Yes, okay, we prepare over here the same setups. We have over here as well on NQ. You can trade also YM, RTY, okay, so mini Dow or mini Russell. We have also gold is actually in the same trading over here range, okay? So we have our demand zone over here and our supply area over here. And that what means that until I'm in this range, I don't want to trade, okay? When you're trading in this area, you get chopped a lot of times, unless you trade extremes. Thank you, Shane, for the news. So we had over here some now news popping on Meta. Meta's developing AI model with Alibaba. Okay, so actually with China. And also we have CL, it's very lateral, okay, in the last month. So I'm not really interested in that. So my plan, again, I'm gonna reiterate this. We have ES and NQ, which are established in a very tight, narrow consolidation. And that means until probably 2 p.m., I'm not gonna trade because we're gonna probably stay inside this range. If we get to the extreme of this range, okay, so I think we can move even this maybe a little bit down over here, right? Then I'm looking for, or a test of the support, 560, 580, 550, and then a bounce play long, all right? So that will be, you know, the first scenario over here that we're watching. Otherwise, a breakdown. In that case, don't enter right away on the breakdown, because sometimes they're gonna show you with a breakdown, and then boom, all the way up, just like NQ yesterday. So wait, breakdown, wait for a pullback, and then short it. I'm gonna share with you what exactly means having a breakdown and waiting for a pullback. Okay, so let's say over here we can take off everything. You have this support, okay, this is your demand zone. You're actually happy over here to trade this. Don't short right away. That's my point. For the majority of the traders who are newbies, way that we fail, we have a retest, or you wait for a pullback down here and then you short it. Also, again, traders, please read every time that you join the room and that you join the screen share the disclaimer. What we share on Wednesday sessions are for education purpose only. Okay, we're not responsible for your money, and don't treat this like an investment advice. But this is what I wanted to share with you as setup. Okay, so wait for a breakdown, retest, or a pullback, and then you short it. So we want to short over here and over here. Okay, so looking for that retest or pullback. So the same thing, if this morning or say tomorrow, let's say in case today nothing will happen, we're going to have that fail, right? That's going to be our retest. And down here, you're going to see our pullback to enter short. Otherwise, often what we have a fail, breakdown, liquidity trap, smart money trap. There's who call it in so many ways. I mean, new traders are trying to, you know, write names of things like discovered like 60 years ago in trading. And they call like, you know, with every kind of fancy names. But this is a liquidity level that we spot with Bookmap. And if we have over here demand in control, and you have a bounce, that's going to be a long play and reversal to the upside. Often what we have during the FOMC, they show you first a breakdown to the one side and then immediately reverses. So this is for me one of the best scenarios. Okay, so wait for that reversal. Wait that we clear over here the demand and we start seeing some support. Otherwise, simply wait that we break down and then retest and then short. What do you think, guys? Could be good?
Yeah.
You agree, buddy? Okay. So NQ. Now, you would say, Jay, but if NQ is this lateral, why trading today? I mean, there's always some kind of possibilities. If this happens today, we're going to trade it. The first one that I will be looking for is beat over here. You can see that I have beat also on Bookmap. This is a stock that we traded this morning. It's a stock with a very small float, a very small market cap. We're not talking about, you know, a big cap land. We're talking about over here a very tricky and manipulated stock. This stock likes to extend and then dump. Look over here. Every single time that extends, it dumps, extend, it dumps. And over here we have this support, now resistance. We have another resistance over here. We have some more resistance over here. Right now the price over here is around 34. Now I will select the key levels where I want to trade this, but first let me show you something over here. Five minutes. Okay, so this morning we can see that the price went to this resistance 150. This was the level that I was watching on Bookmap. Okay, price came over here 150. It failed, and we alerted over here the short 140. A big over here exhaustion. Okay, so what this tells me? This tells me, in this case, that we have sellers and we have toots and institutional that are selling off. I will go back and tell you exactly what we saw and why we alerted this trade. We shared this live, so all the timestamps and everything. This, guys, is a 155 and 165 key level. Okay, these levels over here. So once we saw the price coming into a resistance on Bookmap over here, we decided to jump in short around 140, 141. We add over here also this, it's a bot, it's an algo called IFFT. And what that tells us, first of all, it tells us when big players become active. So we have over here the demand in control. No, we have the supply in control. You can see the demand ones that are here. So it also shows you high reaction zones where institutional have previously traded. Okay, we're gonna look more into this. And then I use this for, okay, supporting my thesis with Bookmap, or for start seeing, first of all, big continuation zones or reversal signals. Okay, so this is going to be available soon with our bots on our website. You have 3 trading bots. This morning they gave a long over here, short over here at the top, and these longs over here at the dip. So we can trade both long and short. Now, my plan for this morning on this, and you can see over here how the demand is holding on Bookmap together with the JLines, right? This is a setup that we trade over and over and over. I want to wait 9:30, 9:50 time, and I want to look if into these levels over here, we're going to have the price, and you can see also Bookmap over here around 160. We're going to have the price stalling. If we break it 160, 170, price is going to go to $2. I don't want a long over here. 17 minutes to the gate. Generally, I tend to wait 9:30, 9:40 before trading. I want to see the open, how the market reacts. And or we see something like this, so a big spike, and then right away rejection. And often this level that you see over here that I trace is going to be in confluence with the big red level on Bookmap. That level on Bookmap tells me that sellers over there are placed. Okay, so I'm going to line things together and get short, risking probably 5, 7, 7, 7, 6, 7 ticks, or in this case, cents. I'm used to think about over here futures. And if we have an extension more, don't short it front side, we're going to go to the $2. What about the long play? Okay, this is my A plus setup over here for the short. So we're looking for, in this case, as the system tells me, gap and extension play. But sometimes we have an open fill, start reclaiming. Generally over here, we have a short squeeze around 940, 950. If we have this play over here, I'm going to load the boat, risk over here like 5, 10 cents, and then I'm going to look for the spike over here. So this is what the system over here will generate, J-line curl over here, as you see over here. You see this green? That's going to be my long play for the day. All right, team? Okay. Let's see. Any questions on beat? Let me know if you have any questions on the plan. This is, yeah, hard to borrow stock. I know that a lot of brokers don't have this available. So if you go and check, for example, this on, let's say Interactive Brokers or maybe TradeStation, a lot of times you won't have hard to borrow stock, so you have only to play along. Okay, team, so be aware of that. Let me know if you have questions on this, then we can pass the new one. By the way, anybody was on this morning with us on beat, we took the 140. We called over here the first target 120, came back over here. You can see back sellers again at 147. Bookmap confirming over here, some stall over here twice, 147, 150, and then back over here to the demand zone. It seems doesn't want to fail. So we have to be very, very careful in this case, not anticipating this for a short play. Okay, guys? All right. It's curling right now. Yep, it's curling pretty good. Okay, guys, so next one, this morning we had ENVB. It's SSR stock. That means that we start playing with many possible long squeezes. When I have SSR plays and high volume, I said high volume, then you have often short squeezes, just like we had over here. And these squeezes start with a compression. Remember what I'm telling you over here, compressions. This went clearly over here to a daily key level. Okay, these levels over here are traced automatically from the template. And then it came over here. Now, I'm not going to trade this short. We have over here, you can see this area, this blue area over here is supply. Okay, so where sellers are aligned. And where previously sellers were aligned. This is a consolidation zone. I'm going to trade only if we have this consolidation over here, something like this. If I don't have this play and it's going to pop and fail, not going to trade it short. Okay, so this is the MVB plan. I have a question over here. Good morning, buddy. Beat, there's a news where Wainwright and says they have a price target too. Is Wainwright Co someone who loves the looting? Absolutely, buddy. So when you look at Cantor, Wainwright, and others, these are firms, okay, that they create offerings, okay, with the company, and they tend to dilute at certain times. Sometimes they have warrants, so you can reach out and explain the different types of dilution. Sometimes they have warrants. Okay, it's the first thing. So we have ATM. Remember, warrants, which are contracts that can be exercised at the price that is set into before description. Okay, so let's say I have warrants over here at $13.01. The price is to go at $13.01 and the bid to be exercised. And they will be exercised by who has the warrants? Often the investors of the company. Can be even you and me, all right? Then there's ATM, which is called at the market offering. Then what does it mean? It means that, let's say you're a company that is not having any kind of revenues. No revenues. You're in debt. Probably you built a company with the good intentions or even bad intentions, but often these companies not really saying any lie over here. These companies often have, you know, like the headquarters in a garage or like in a facility that's like, you know, 200 square feet. Maybe they have one doctor only and they say they're producing, you know, the cure for cancer. How many times do we see that? So they have maybe like 50 million debt. They have no, they have a big accumulated deficit. They have no revenues. And they want, of course, to pump the stock. So maybe you come up with the news and it says, you know what? We are very good like stage for our development of this drug that is going to cure Alzheimer or this kind of cancer. The stock goes maybe from $1 to $4 in about 30 minutes. Traders come to buy this because they think this is going to be the new Pfizer and they think this is going to be a good investment for the future. The stock goes up. They have maybe already an ATM, so they have this already, this procedure, this path made with the firm like Wainwright, where they can simply dump 2 million of shares. These 2 million of shares, maybe they had bought at 1 because the company is theirs, right? And then they sell it 4. They make 200% gain or whatever. And they start dumping on the traders, the investors who are actually buying at price at $1, $1.50, $3, $3.50, $4, $4.50. Whenever the price goes up, they start like selling a little bit, selling a little bit. And then when they create often breakouts is the moment that we're start diluting. ATM means they can dump anytime, pre-market, after hours, open. So be very careful when you read the filings, and you have also over here ATM. Okay, I hope this was helpful. And you know, you can have shelf, you can have like stock options, and more and more and more. But I think we're going to talk about another time about this. We don't have too much time about this. This is, you know, how the dilution works. Okay. All right. So I'm looking only if we have this long play over here on EMVB, otherwise no play over here. Now let's pass, as we said, to the large cap and futures. And we said this morning one thing, guys, NQ is definitely in range. So a lot of those stocks that follow NQ, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, besides that some has, you know, relative strength, Meta, AMD, Google. So they will actually, generally speaking, majority of the time, follow what NQ does. Okay, so if I go over here to see NQ and I see Apple, it's basically in the same trading range. So I assume, because the history of the stock is like this, that if NQ this morning starts dumping, will be very, very like improbable here because I think it's going to wait more than FMC. But again, Apple can do just the same. Okay, so I'm going to trade Apple in these stocks according to what NQ does. Or if you cannot follow NQ, just simply use the Qs. Okay, one is the futures, one is like the ETF. Okay, don't say SPY or Qs are the index. Those are the ETFs. Okay, more clear. So these are ETFs. So Apple over here, going back to Apple, just interested at below 276 or above 280. BA is a gap down play. Could be interesting over here, guys. If we start having a rejection, so start looking for BA breaking down this level. Look over here, guys. BA. We have this breakdown. We have the blue line, the blue band. We have the pink band. BA, Boeing could be a good short. So we're gonna keep BA $200. First target, I know is very close over here, 199, but then if we can break that, we have over here 150, which is the next demand zone. Going all the way down, Meta. Meta was stuck in this trading range for about over here a week or more. Breakout, fade all the way down. Now, if it sets up a breakdown, I'm looking for a short below 649, target 637. Microsoft, same thing. We have this trend line, very interesting over here. So it looks like a descending triangle. Okay, every single time we have a descending triangle over here, or is going to fail the breakdown and then push right away up. So we can have something like this. Or it's going to fail. We wait for a retest of that supply area now, and then we're going to short it until 475. Okay, so I know that Microsoft is a little bit expensive. You have also options over here. It's a very good stock to trade. It can have very big days like this over here, but again, we have to wait over here for direction. Okay, this is really the level that I'm watching. This trend line, the support, fake breakdown and push long, fake breakdown, sorry, breakdown and rejection equals short. Mu, good move yesterday and the day before. Big supply area here. Now, talking over here, what is going to be? Looks like they want to look for a breakout. But personally, with that huge amount of resistance above, and we're going to put Bookmap over here in case we have the setup, we're going to look if we can have the same breakout 256 and then short. And only above 256 and consolidation, we're going to long it. Be careful because MU can give you like some, some over here problems if you want to go long. The supply is very, very strong. Netflix continue with a short play. Over here, if we have a breakout, 98 can push. But until we are over here below this 98, look for a short. NVIDIA is going to be interesting only if we have this breakdown. Okay, so I'm not really looking to trade NVIDIA until or a break of 187, okay, this area for the long, or below over here 183 for the short. So NVIDIA is something that we have to keep track of. Oracle, nothing. Oracle over here, again, uptrend line. Interesting if it curls back above 224 for long. We need to wait for a 225 breakout. And I want to share with you what I mean by that. So every single time we have, this tight, very, very tight over here, small, narrow consolidations, the stock can lead to a very big move. So narrow consolidation leads to big expansion plays. We can have over here very narrow consolidation this morning. And if this 222, 223 holds, then we can have a pushed upside. And I'm looking for that possible long play. Okay, so what do we have over here? PayPal PLTR, Gap Up PLTR. You gonna follow it? So PLTR or 185.50 fake breakout and short, or 185 fake breakout, so 185.50 breakout, 186 pull back long. The stock is up because Palantir made a deal with the Navy. I don't know how big was this deal. I don't remember. Just read this morning fast. I'm not really interested in trading Palantir at the gate. Just want to wait for probably first 4 or 5 minutes. And we're going to look if we have that play long or short. Okay, so Palantir, let's keep over here in our watch list. And then we have, all the quantum stocks over here pretty sideways. Why Tesla I put over here, guys, into the watch list? Well, it's a stock that is very, very liquid. Yesterday, we had this bounce over here all the way up from 435 to 452. And then it gave back over here 50%. You can see over here, came back to this level support, holding the support, very tight narrow consolidation. We are still inside a Pierce-Trading range. So I would like to see over here if we can break this 449, 450 to the upside and then push, or if you're going to fail. If it's going to fail, I'm not going to trade it. But possibly over here, if it's going to break the 448, 449 and have a very good long entry. So I'm looking over here for demand, okay, coming in with Bookmap and our strategies. Then I'm going to trade it. Okay, thank you, Mike. Mike is saying Palantir had a deal for 443 million. Okay, so thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Good morning, Chris. And then again, we had SCS and All right, guys, let's go back to our plan. Beat is pushing. Okay, remember our plan on beat or the J-line curl or the 160, 170 fake out short. If we break 170, we're gonna go 180, okay? So beat, gonna repeat over here, 160, 170, fake out short or extension into the twos. Long only on the over. If you see also, guys, setups that I'm not aware of, please alert. Uh, 50 seconds to go. Ten seconds to go. Okay, open over here. Some fail over here on Tesla with big support 445. We're testing that pre-market low 446. $444, another support over here. Some sell over here for 45.40. Microsoft is going down. Beat is pushing 155. So we had over here, first fail, then start bouncing over here. From this support, you can see the demand zone on 445. Still no trade, just waiting to see the direction of the market. Okay, in this case, you look, here we had a breakdown, pop, now reclaiming the pre-market low. So it looks like a cup formation over here. Still not long. I want to see if we can break this 447.50, 448 before going long. That would be our reverse 50 play. You see the system over here tell you we had sellers, then buyers coming in, the same thing with Bookmap. Still need to wait. AMD is down, Oracle is down. Yes, and Incure still sideways. Oakland breaking down. PLTR over here faking out that high 185. Beat over here came exactly what we said. So if you trade beat from the plan, came 160, pop and fill. Okay, let's look at Tesla. Starting to take Tesla long over here, risking 447. So I started taking Tesla long. Long play confirmed with a JLine C. My tight stop is around 446.50. I enter before the confirmation of the bar. The 1 minute is confirmed over here with the J-line curve per the long side. To start very small, always the first trade. Want to see the first target 449. There we go. Now 450. Pre-market high breakout. We're long 447.50. Now we're risking stop break even. Want to see also Amazon is going up. So we're going to risk stop and now break even, guys. Okay. We're looking for the long over here. You can see the system is giving FFT and is giving J-line curl. Went in with the green dots. So boss is giving over here. Long play. Okay. Comes down, risk break even. And that's it. If it holds over here, pre-market high, this can go 455. This is the long play on the 50 minutes. Okay, so it looks like a pretty good J-line curl breakout. They break down and push, target 452, 454. This is on the 5 minutes. You can see the reverse 50, beautiful big green dot. That's very strong. But we need to see over here if buyers still going to continue to hold. Because right now what we have NQ and yes, they're going to the low. So let's see the breakout. If it fails, going to be probably a short play. Out scratch. Get in short. So I got short over here, 448.50. So reversed to 448.50 short on FFT. Now let's see if we can break over here the support. Risking very tight. Again for 48.50. Yes, and incure to the lows. We got it in short because we saw the big soak over here. We saw the big fake out. So you can see that we passed from big green to red. So this is the play that we're doing. Still small. First two foot trade, I get in small over here. But again, this is what the bots are doing it. So we got a long over here, out, break even, and now reverse to the short side. So again, we're going to risk break even, okay? Long Tesla BA, short Tesla and risking BA. Meanwhile, we have Baba short, Amazon long, Microsoft short, but I want to explain one at a time. So big heat map over here. And we got a seller over here on top. You can see this red dot. That's a short play. Yes, and in Q at the pre-market low. We have the demand zone. We're going to check soon. We got break even out. If it continues to go down, it's going to be a good fail. To answer, no, these are not just an indicator. These are trading bots, part of a trading system that you can purchase on our website from the next couple of weeks. And we have 3 bots using, so it's not an indicator you will see on TradingView. They're like just for after 2 years of coding and working with coders. So we're working really with top notch over here setups. Test is working. We need to see the break on 446 and 60. Okay, let's go back 1 second to AMZN. So AMZN, you can see, guys, you take the long on AMZN, guys. Perfect setup over here. We have 2 bots over here. Let's look also on Bookmap. So when you have our trading setup, trading template with all the bots over here, you can actually buy on this bar. You can see 1 bot over here, 2nd bot over here. The first bot tells you that we start having a cup pattern. The 2nd bot over here tells that we start having like toots, so institutional buying over here. And there's a big demand of smart money coming in. So it tells you really the flow that's coming in. And that is the long that we had over here, 229. And then you confirm this with Bookmap where the target 232. Okay, so first go long over here on AMZN. That's the long play. We're gonna have a guide, so you can read everything in the guide and the video. So AMZN long play. This working much good. You can see over here the timing of the entry. Second one this morning is BA. Here's AMZN. So another one on the BA over here. So we have over here again 2 bots entry. First in pre-market we have the alert, and then we have this bar over here. You can see the short over under. So this is a short play setup, and it tells you also over here the short play. And then also you have the confirmation of institutional, that red line, that red dot is joining in. So again, pretty good short on BA. So it tells the entry now, still not exit. So BA short play. Tesla working. So we got to the lows. Okay. So Tesla, what we had a long play and a short play. Okay. Long, short, then we have Microsoft. This was in the plan. Okay, so these stocks that you see over here, guys, are in the plan that we posted this morning into the watch list. And this was the plan. I can share over here. Hai preso Microsoft?
Ho preso Meta io.
È andato giù bene? Ok, sta andando bene.
Sì.
Ok.
Meta e Tesla.
Okay, buddy. Good. So this is the plan on Microsoft. So you can see over here for everybody that got this with us. So we have the trend line break and we look for that short play. And we have Microsoft. You can see over here, this was the plan, fail and rejection. But the system tells you at the gate over here, 1, 2, and 3. Over here, we have 3 bots because over here it's written JLine rejection, over, under. So it tells that we have a cup down, we have a breakdown of a liquidity level. And over here, it tells that we have big toots, so smart money start dumping. So we have sellers in control. Plus what I do, I always look at confirmation bookmap. So 3 things together, actually 4, that aligned give me the big edge. It's hard to trade everything, so you have to be super fast. I'm over here to tell you what to do and how to do it, more than what to do. So how to do it, so that you can repeat this stuff by yourself. And you can see once we're at the gate over here, all the dots are red. So that is your short play. I always use the 1 minute, but you can use the system on 3 minutes, or you can use on the 5 minutes, or you can use the 15 minutes, right? So this is on the 15 minutes, this is on the 5 minutes, this is on the 3 minutes, this is on the 1. Okay, 1, you can see the short play confirmation on these 2 bars, that's your short. And then we had, our play on Tesla. And I want to share with you Palantir, that over here, we were looking with Davidoffi. So Palantir was difficult because it gave the first pop a short, reversal, long play. Okay, so difficult play. The first over here was, you see, first the long, stopped out. Then over here, short break even, then a long over here, it's winning. So kind of difficult to trade also long when all the market over here was fake. NQ, let's go on this. short play the gate. You can see over here the red dots came to the liquidity area. Remember, this was our support. We were looking pre-market. Remember, guys, this liquidity area, okay, came over here. And once we got this liquidity area, you can see that we had buyers, okay? So we have over here sellers. So this is how you read it, sellers. These are toots. These are institutionals. These are market makers, mainly algos. And then over here, we have buyers and into the liquidity level. It's really popping this. This is on NQ. So now what do we expect? As we said before, even if we had a short play over here, unless you're going to scalp it, I'm not going to trade something like NQ this morning because we have to wait for 2 o'clock FOMC. You see the major over here liquidity level, we dipped over there and we start pushing. Okay, so we knew this was the liquidity level was over here. We knew that bars probably would come over here. And again, we're stuck in this level. I'm not going to trade it. So we have to wait for this fail. Amazon is still pushing. So for who long this morning on Amazon? Good for you. I didn't. Does the system have the trade? Yes. 2 trade over here on the one inside bar, 2 trade over here, actually 3 trade over here on the 1 minute. So perfect play on the over, where you see over here these dots and arrows, that was the long play, and this is the forecast. So you simply have to look at Bookmap. Bars are coming in, and then you follow over here the strategy. That's it. All right? Is it clear? Shane, Rob, and everybody? No, Bookmap is the confirmation, but it has nothing to do with the bots, buddy. So my trading strategy works because it's repeatable over time, and we have back tested. The win rate, according to the asset that you trade, goes from 60% to around 80%. Some setups are incredible for part of the year. Bookmap is always the confirmation. So even if the bot tells me long, I'm always looking an extra confirmation to see, okay, bars if they're coming in or not. So we made all our system that is systematic, I would say very straightforward process into a way that just trades and the trade come alert automatically. What I need always is 1, where I entry, where I stop, where I have the target. Okay, so every time you see the arrow below, right away below is a stop. When you see over here, the X will come out, that's going to be your target or your exit. Okay, that's going to be your exit. Better talking like that. AMD, nothing. Apple, nothing over here. Let's see, Meta. Meta is holding the support. You enter before the support breakdown, probably. But we are below the previous day low. Okay, so use the stop break even. Microsoft, much better, guys. Because you can see that in the moment with the short on Microsoft, we had right away the breakdown pre-market low, so going pretty good over here. A little bit of bounce because yes, NQ bounced. I'm looking if we have other plays right now. So I'm still going. Meta chop. Microsoft is bouncing, so start to take off over here because we broke this level. Google is at the pre-market high. So even if Google over here, we have a long on the 5. See over here, after the gate, there's the long play. Y, trend line, pre-market low, buy long play. I didn't enter over here. First of all, I didn't see it. I had a plan, I had it in my screen, but I couldn't jump in. Second thing is the market was fading. So if Google follows very good, yes, and NQ and yes, we're fading at the moment, I cannot simply long Google because it's not like Tesla that is on its way. Tesla always does whatever at once. Google follows pretty often, Meta, Amazon, Apple. So if Tesla and ES fail, Google generally will fail. Instead of here gave, you know, a bounce play. That's the reason why I didn't take it. Besides, I didn't see it at the moment. But I would have taken this for that reason. Let's see also over here. Remember, we have Warner Brothers. This was in our plan this morning. And we had this shared in the room. Why? Big news, right? Big news. I want to go over here. Warner Brothers. We have this in the pre-market plan. Very good on the over. Open, dip, long play over here. Target is going to be, yep, 29.59, 29.60. Yeah, very good play. I hope you got over here, guys, the Warner Brothers. They're making this deal with, first was Netflix, I think 82 billion or something like that. Now it's maybe with Paramount for more than 100 billions. I mean, it's incredible. I didn't even know that Paramount has all that money. All right, so let's go back and check ES and NQ. Back in the range, no trade. ES over here, back in the range, no trade. And Tesla is our short play. I'm gonna go over again over here why we had a long play first of all and why we had a short play. So as soon as it dipped over here, you can see it broke the, let's make it like this, it broke the green level, which was this level over here. Okay, this level is the pre-market low. So once it broke the pre-market low and it pushed back up, I was saying, okay, guys, you know what? We held over here the support. The system came and it started giving me this green dot and this other arrow over here below and tells me long play. So the long play that we hit was around here. We got the long play. I didn't want to take 2 points profit. I was looking for more, so I didn't take any profit. And then it fell back down. At that point, you can see that, again, I'm going to take all the indicators out. It broke this pre-market high to the upside. It failed again. So I went out over here and we got back short over here. And from there, you have your short play. So this was Bookmap also. You can see the big resistance over here for 50, whole round dollar number, and it's fading. Okay, so now the trade is very good for about 4 points. So Tesla plus 4 points, hold it. Cut half here, 444 and 50. Hold the rest for 440 until the system will give you exit. So you can see that the red came over here. And then you can also use the 1 minute chart because it will give you a better timing, right? Now just look at this. If I'm looking at this point over here, you can see the bars coming in on Bookmap from this demand zone. And we have the green over here. These are all bars, okay? This is like institutional buying over here. And then at the top, when I have this big heat map, I start seeing over here the first way that institutions are selling over here between 449 and 448 and 50. And that becomes your short play. Now, this was the open level, 444. Okay, we break down this, it's going to fail to 440. So that's my perfect play for long and short. Roshan, beautiful long, buddy. Beautiful actually short. Very nice, bro. John, super quick. And you, John, this morning I was over here and we were looking for this. And my plan that I said to the guys over here was, we have a big resistance for the last 3 days. So my concern over here is that we cannot break this level to the upside. So it's more like an FFT. We were saying about this, and Mu is coming over here to this big support right now. So look over here, you have the support 251, brother. Fill the 251, makes 250, pop and fill short, boom. That's gonna be a good short play for you. This was your short over here, guys, on MU. So if you see over here, that's a senior trade short. institution over here comes exactly this point. Okay, so it's impossible for me to, and this doesn't repaint, okay? It's impossible for me to call all these trades unless you have really the system and you can follow it, because there's simply too many. And when I'm in a trade like Tesla, my attention now is on this trade. Okay, so I try to take less size so that I can help you more, because if I would trade big size over here now, I wouldn't really have time to, look anything else. Until we stay below 446, which is the pre-market low, Tesla's still a good short. All right. So good session for now. Look for stocks outside of pre-market range and previous day range. AMZN, again, why this was an A+ setup. Look over here with me. Remember, sorry, buddy. Remember what we said. We're looking for those stocks that are opening above. This is already above the previous trading range, which is this is the high. So once we open, that's our long play. Use the 1, the 3, and the 5. You see also small inside bars over here, J-line curl, that's your long play. And you're already above the previous trading range. When you look at Meta, which is not a bad trade, but look what happens. You have this, so the trade is going to be on this bar. Remember, we have to break this pre-market low. If we don't, stop out very, very tight. Now, this can still be a good short. Break down, and over here, that's going to be my short play. So this area. If that comes, that's going to be my mid area. And sometimes you have, 1 or 2 stops. That's the reason why the first 2 trade guys, we take small, tight risk, in the sense like we also start very small. Generally, the 3rd or 4th trade, okay, we take more size, because it's like, you have to warm up when you get to trading. It's just like when you play, basket, when you play football, right? The first 1 or 2, or you just like go to the gym, you're not going to start like pumping 350 pounds of bench press the first set. You start like, 100 pounds, 180, 250. And then when you're ready, you go for that working set. That's exactly how you have to do over here. If I start like, right away, I want to go 400 pounds first set, I'm going to rip myself. I'm going to damage myself. I don't want to do that. So the same thing over here. Start very, very small, because otherwise what happened? In the gym, after 1 set with 400 pounds, you're going to simply break. And then you're going to say, oh, fuck, I'm so sorry. It's not my fault. I knew it. And over here in trading, it would be the same thing. I knew it. I should have gone very small. Start like the day small with my feet. And then you go in over instead when you're like warm up. It's the same exact thing. That's the reason why they say, and I was talking in a podcast with Lance. We're saying that an athlete or a trader is just like an athlete and vice versa. Okay? All right, so 1 minute is generally what I use for the gate, mainly because it gives me like, very good read over here. I use Tesla often the gate because it's very volatile, so you can make money fast. Sellers, buyers, sellers, and then boom, drop. And remember what we said, wait for the newbies the first 5-10 minutes, because this is what happened on Tesla. On the 5 minutes, you have much clearer identification of the bias. Long and short. What happened yesterday? Long. Yesterday I said, the guys, that we had a good pre-market. We had 2 good trades alerts in small caps at the pre-market. But then after the gate was a flat day. I didn't take any trades because we didn't have setup. The only setup we had over here was Tesla, but was basically not one of my A+ setup, and it ran all day. So not every single day you're gonna, take trade like this. Today was the scenario that over here came and then pushed the upside and then failed. So now where's my target on Tesla? If we fail, this is going to be 440. That's the previous low. All right.
Hourly JLines su terza lì.
Sì? Ok.
Qua.
È vero. Big support on hourly 443, yeah. The long play over here that we had on AMZN. Made this still sideways. Short play that we had over here on Microsoft. MSTR, another short. We had the plan over here in pre-market. Short play we had over here on MU. And Tesla, we said long and short. So Tesla, guys, holding the support. So David over here was telling me we have a major support level, which is this over here. I'm gonna put it up. He's right about it. These are the things that I want you to check. So on Tesla, we have a major demand zone over here, 440, 444 and 50. Hourly JLines over here, actually 443, 50, 444. If we fail, yeah, we can have this 440 and then 435. So we have to look. On Bookmap, you can see that 444 is also stacked with this demand. Okay, it's not that huge, around 20,000, 15,000. Let's see if we can break down this. Anybody, guys, still short on Tesla? I'm looking at Meta. I'm looking at Meta if we have an inside bar in the 305 minutes to trade short over here. Okay, I'm looking at Meta. So as you heard, my plan is to go short below this pre-market low. So I'm looking for a short, guys, ideally, right, below 645. Because if I trade over here now, sure, we have this demand zone and we have, sorry, and we have this demand zone. So I want to trade short now, best play here. Okay, so my plan would be short around 644. I want to see if we can fill first 646. Yes, and NQ, I had some question over here. What to trade? But guys, as I said in the pre-market, we are stuck in this range. There's no way, unless you scalp it, that I would trade over here. That doesn't mean there are no ways to trade, because this level is the level where 3 times we bounce, and we had this morning over here, you know, the possibility to get along, and over here 3 times, actually 4 times we rejected. So you can actually trade over here, mean reversal plays. Okay, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's no direction. Okay, so if you're like satisfied with this small range over here, okay, good for you. Take a trade. But I personally want to see the market, having some direction. So what is this morning over here? Once we got to this low, you can see bars coming in. And on NQ, once we got this low over here, you can see the bars coming in. But it's a small trade. I mean, that's not going to make your day unless you really size up. 40 points on NQ or it's not really much. Let's go back on Tesla, which is my favorite stock of the day. EMVB. Okay, we're gonna check that. Looking at Tesla, if you can break the support. AMD the support. BA nothing, guys. Had a short over here, BA 200 till 199, then back up. So cut and break even. Meta start looking only below 646. We had news over here, Meta making a deal with Alibaba, if I remember correctly. I think Mike over here came and said that. I think it was him. So around 9 o'clock, we had this news coming out. So you see big wick 664 and 646. But for the rest now, it's very, very tight. Microsoft, remember what we were saying, buddy? Oh, Microsoft made a big dump, so it won't probably move. And instead over here, you see, that trendline break over here, boom, break down at that pre-market low. There's a support. Google at the pre-market high, but again, market's fade. I'm not going to long Google. Floyd, what do you mean is not on trading view? What do you mean, buddy? Yeah, a little more interest. Shane, what price do you have Tesla short? Sorry, guys, I have over here. I wish I would live, where it's like 30 degrees Celsius. Not Fahrenheit. So Shane is short on Tesla. I like that. I think he's short around 447.50, 448. I was late, man. It's not okay. Okay. But even if you're short like 447, this could be a very good trade. Sometimes, it's not really the most important thing, the entry, is how we manage the trade, I would say. Not all my trades are good. Mate is doing that inside bar on that 5 minutes, and you can see it's very, very tight. But can I really trust Meta if we have that pre-market low now at 646 made from the 9 o'clock move? So I'm sharing over here. This is Meta, okay? So my trade, what I want to trade generally. Meta, I'm going to put over here also in Bookmap. It's not a trade from me, okay? I just want to share with you so that next time you see it, you can actually trade that. So go on my YouTube, check it out. It's free. And let's do it like this, okay? So I'm going to explain you. This is really something I'm doing since many, many years. I paid my mortgage with this. This is the previous trading range. Okay. This green line over here. So when the price gets out of this range, this level over here, 661, 660 is where I want to trade. This market is so manipulated often that it doesn't say 100% you're going to have this. The market often shows you that it's going to do that, and instead it breaks and then pushes, just like Tesla this morning. So that's the reason why I align at that moment Bookmap and our trading algos, because they give you a better confirmation. So what I do this, because over here we have, for example, 1, 2, 3 algos plus Bookmap yesterday. So the trade short we had was over here. That was a risk. And that is the exit. I use the 1 and the 5 as exit. This was the first exit. This was the second exit. Where's the X over here? And then we had another scalp trade short until over here. So that is the A plus F, okay? Wait that we clear that support, that demand zone, and then you take this trade. If you look at this morning over here, we have this demand zone over here, but it's also over here. That wick make this as the pre-market low. So my point is, I would like to see this point over here break down, this 645 and 47, and then looking for a target 637, okay? That is the play, guys. If we are stuck still deciding pre-market range, look at this pre-market range, okay? This was a pre-market range over here. I know that pre-market range over here, this point, this can hold and push back up, right? Over here. So this morning, when we have this pre-market low range and this support over here, the support is a support daily from this major trading range. I know that when the price hits this, I can have a bounce play. When I take this trade, the system is still telling me over here over under. So yes, this is a good short, but you see this X over here? That right away tells me short. So there's stop. So it will be probably 50, 70 cent stop. Okay. And you have to be totally technical and understanding to take that stop. One day you're going to make 4 R. One day you're going to lose half a R or 1 R. Okay. That's the most important thing. Respect your system. And when you have big days like this, gets paid. Okay. Don't give up like covering too soon. Okay, this is what I didn't want to see on Tesla. So 444, soak, breakdown, soak, double bottom. So I'm going to explain over here a few things. When I talk about soak absorption, means that at a certain level, when we have buyers, in this case, when we have sellers hitting against a support, we find the counterparty, which is formed by a wall of buyers, often hidden buyers on the level 2, coming with liquidity constantly and refilling the bid. So that support over here are buyers who are refilling the bid and they're creating absorption. That absorption will lead, once the supply is cleared, to a major bounce play. Okay, I hope this was like clear, guys, for you.
PLTR adesso è tardi per fare una long. Dato su.
PLTR. Guys, you can always send me question in my DM is Discord JTraderco or on my socials. Remember, there are so many fake. Has to be written JTraderco. Okay, don't listen to others. I will never contact you, ask you for money or nothing. Okay, please. PLTR. It gives me a J-line curl at 185 and 60. It's 10.05. We are breaking the pre-market high. The only way I would enter is if we have a little bit curl. Yes, so that 185.88 over here is a long play. System gives you a long over here. So what I'm going to do over here now with the FOMC market not pushing, I'm not going to press any long over here. So beat, let's go on small caps. I would like to see over here if anybody took a beat this morning. So anybody took a beat? What we said beat over here. I know some traders, small caps took it. So pop, we had 155, 160 plan. Major short play came over here, 151. Bookmap gave us the confirmation. You can see over here on the rejection of the heat map, That is the play. Rejection of the seat map. New seller came in around 50K over here. Short over here, 150, 152. The risk over here is 160. First target 136. Now, if we curl, so if we make a cup, get out entirely, so above 143, 145. If instead we fail, the target is going to be probably 080, 090. That's where we're looking for. Okay, so very good play over here on beat. And again, together, we use a system over here in the JLines and a system over here with the Bookmap. All together gave a perfect entry again. Okay, that's exactly what I want to look for. And these are, you know, small caps, so different beast. Small caps, short play. This is beat. All right, team. Yeah, Tesla over here disappointed me. Shane, look at Tesla also wise there, buddy. Hourly JLines. So whenever we toss this, we know that we have support, right? Trend line over here, support. Yeah. If we don't fail over here, we're gonna cut entirely. BA gave a scalp long play. Inside bar, JLine curl. See, this was the entry this morning at this point, and this was the exit. So a small gain over here. Amazon still riding. Microsoft still riding over here. Meta nothing. We have to wait. MU still fading. Netflix still fading. Netflix ti ricordi che diciamo un altro short?
Sì, solo che... dove entravi qua su Netflix?
Subito qui, man. Break of pre-market low. So again, over here, this is a play. Why with this play? Netflix is coming short. Every single time we have these pops. And this morning we said, no, we're just looking for a short play. We posted this in the room and also in the free Telegram room. You can follow us, Wall Street Traders, free Telegram. We had over here this trend line, but also I didn't have this on Bookmap, but again over here you can see it been 2 algos as well, the 50. So behind there's an error and also there's a big dot. That big dot tells you a huge amount of big selling pressure. So we had sellers over here 3 days ago, 2 days ago, today. This is the biggest seller that we had. Next target is going to be 93 and 90. All right. So huge one. There's a lot of possibilities. So wait for the great play. Let's see, Apple. Nothing. Range. So again, we could see that these levels are super important. Once we hit over here, you can see the wall of buyers on Tesla. Bars coming in again. Now we have a major level of liquidity around 449, 450. And I believe market will stay like this until 2 o'clock. We made X-FLA over here, the gate, especially on Netflix, Meta, Tesla, AMZN, a little bit on BA, for the first 10-15 minutes. Google pushed up from the support line. Quantum stock failed. Today, I didn't have it in the plan. Very nice setups. Visto RGTI gli altri?
Ne ho dato un'occhiata prima, sì.
Beast moves over here. Nice. Let's see on the hourly RGTI. You see the 9 and 20 again. Small contraction. Boom. It was hourly JLines also, huh? Simply broke. Simply broke over here. And again, reversal on Tesla. So came over here, 444. Look at the bars now. Don't short something like this. It's very strong. Bars are in. Yep. Many times it's going to reverse this morning, Tesla. But again, we know we are in this major, I would say, wedge. It looks like a very tight wedge, more or less, no? So lower highs, higher lows. Now we're holding the support over here. So let's wait. Yeah, buddy, hope you took RTTI. We had QBT. QBTS not yet. IONQ. Always look for that 9 and 20 EMA cloud on the hourly. Or the short, like if I look at IONQ, there's 9 and 20 over there, fail. If I look at RGTI, 9 and 20 over here, fail. Yeah, they really behave so good. Yeah, Tesla, you're right, buddy. Tesla over here for me is now not anymore a trade until, we get this reversal over here again. So we touch probably 450 and, fake breakout. Then again, we can take maybe a short like this. So this is what I will be watching. Otherwise over here, there's no play to consider. So I'm looking more for these extremes, like this trend line to buy or below rejection short and this resistance over here to short. Yeah. Yes, and in QRS sideways. So the market is not really pushing strong. It's not really pushing at all. Besides AMZN, BA over here recovered. Okay, traders, so 1025. Let's review a few of the things over here. So first of all, remember we have the Bookmap jacket. That's great. And I would really enjoy, for you guys to receive this. So participate over here for December. We have also, as we said, a Cyber Monday and still the Black Friday deal, which are still available till the end of the year. Be sure to before, the time sale, the thumbnails. Also, we're gonna announce today, so you're gonna receive the email of who received our raffle for Christmas, where we gave 1 month to 100 traders, which were never part of the room, so new traders. We're gonna also work more with you guys in one-on-one, so that's the reason why we're opening mentoring for January. Okay, we take generally 3 to 5 traders for each season, so I work directly with them. Remember, trading is not something that overnight you become profitable. Sometimes it takes 1 year, sometimes even 2 or 3 years. So take it like on the long run. And also, the most important thing is that you have to improve every single time and learn from that as you've done. If you do an error and you repeat it over time, but you never fix it, then there's no way you're gonna change and improve it. But if you change it and you actually put these errors behind you, then you're gonna simply become a better trader and simply have the best trading of your life. The goal for me is to teach you how to trade. I'm not here to share millions, losses, or whatever. We share the trades we do in the room. I share often my trades, my positions, and everything. But the point for me is that during the years we formed so many traders that came out from the room. Some they started to trade professionally. Some they became full-time traders, and some made enough income for maybe vacation or an extra income, and that's really something I love. What I tell is never give up, because the only way to, I would say, fail in life is just giving up. Okay, so continue to battle, reach out if you need help. Thank you again for Bookmap for these days. Wednesday is simply a magic day for me where I can share the stuff. Again, some very good trades today. Very happy because it was a FOMC, so I was afraid that there was not anything to share. Hope you learned, enjoyed. Press please a like, and leave a comment if you like this. Share this with your friends. Invite your friends next time you're going to come in the room. We have a good trader room, a good community. I really care for the traders with us, so it's not just like you're there, you're abandoned, and nobody cares about you. You're not just a number with us. Thank you very much, guys. See you next time, and very good luck. Thank you.